searching for the answer to our trials. We came so far through our weakness. We found a love, even the stars between us won't marry us. One day we can be together. And this moment your number. It's hard to tell you no. I know you've got bad intentions. Oh, it feels so good to have attention. Yeah, no one has to know. No one has to know you're my guilty pleasure. Keep it on the low. Keep it on the low. You're my guilty pleasure. I know I'm not on my best behavior, but I stay here anyway. Oh, no one has to know. No one has to know you're my guilty pleasure.
No worries. Sorry, I'm a little bit late.
So,
You're the seduction. I finally reached a point. I'm the dysfunction. Just trying to fill a void. I know you've got bad intentions.
alright, hello everyone, and I'm Matt James, and joining me tonight is Man of Tin. We're here for the Prodigy Division of Round 6 at Spain. So qualifying has just started, and we've just got some drivers heading out onto the track now. Not everyone's heading out straight away, but we do have a fair few dudes out, so it's going to get real busy in about a minute and a half's time.
Yes, this is again going to be an interesting race. So far, we've had a lot of some good times, some good racing. So, looking forward to this one.
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity for real good racing here at Spain. Although there can sometimes be some DRS trains as well, so we'll see how we go. I think Taza is the first person to be on a hot lap, so we'll jump on board with him here and see how he goes. Obviously, he's subbing up from the Novice division, raced last night and won here last night in Novice, and we'll see if he can hold his own in the Prodigy division, which I have no doubt that he will be able to.
Real quick, while I got you there, old mate, you might want to change.
I don't know why it did that. That's strange.
There we go.
It kept fading and then transitioning back. It's weird now. Sorry about that, boys.
So who have we got tonight? Oh, some good races here. Shanuti's coming up from Div 3. Taza, Div 3. Who are your dark horses here, mate?
Ones to watch, JJ, I reckon. JJ and Kyle, as always. I reckon Taz has actually got real mean pace here. So I think it'll be interesting to see what he does as well. Because he set some cracking pace last night in quali. And on the medium tyres as well. So I reckon
Yes,
he can definitely hold his own here.
He was... Oh, he's already gone 1:16.5.
Yeah.
So, right on cue. He's off to a good start.
Yeah, he's gone out on the soft straight away too. He's not messing around with any of those medium tyre strategies that he tried last night.
Nah, well, just to put it in comparison, he's come out and done a 16.5, and Cairo, our defending champs, a 17.7 on his first lap. So, but then again, he is doing times the same as Flukesy, and everyone knows it's not good enough. So,
He's gonna have to step it up.
yeah.
We've got a few drivers actually going for the medium lap here. So 5 of them so far. Kyle, Bassink, Nash, JJ, and... Oh, Flukesy's DNF'd.
Oh, right on cue. Right on cue.
Pyro's about to approach him here. Oh, he's lost it into the wall right hand side. The second DRS zone. Oh no, he must have just hit that curb and whipped around into the wall.
That's gotta suck. Sorry, Flukes, but
Well, I guess whether or not he's happy with the 17.8 is going to be irrelevant because it's what he's got now. That's a rough one. That's really rough for him. Interestingly, we've had everyone out on the track now except for the two Mercedes with Nordal and Swag. So maybe they're biding their time, waiting for it to become less busy, get up to some sort of strategy or something. Let's see. Valhalla in the Ferrari has just set a purple first sector here. So we'll jump on board with him. See what he can do. Ferrari's sort of been a little bit of the abandoned constructor here across like the super teams. Well, he misses the apex there, heading into the second straight. Not a bad hairpin. Goes for a bit of a cut. Keeps it tight. Going through the end of the third sector here to cross the line. And he only actually goes 14th fastest with a 1:19.1. So maybe that first sector is a bug that it was showing as purple? I don't know. Been getting a bit of that lately.
well, it's a good start. We've got 3 people in the 16s already. I think the only person left to start their hot lap is Nordal. JJ is coming around as well. No, sorry. Yeah, JJ's coming around to finish his lap, and Nordal's just about to start one, just heading into the last sector now. So
See what JJ can do. 1:16.8 on the mediums. That's pretty impressive.
that is very impressive. Your dark horse has come up quite then. So we have Nordal's starting a lap now. So it's going to be interesting. We've heard a few tactics here and there saying mediums to hards, soft, medium, soft, all depending on whether it's dry or not. If anyone's in the chat, let us know to see what the weather is going to be like.
Yeah, the weather would be real interesting because obviously that's going to change the strategy massively, right?
Did Nordal just set a purple sector 1?
He did, but I have a feeling that's bugged. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll find out in a minute.
Oh, he's coming up on the Ferrari. Gets a snap. Oh, that invalidates too. That's that snap of oversteer that forced him to correct there actually just caused him to have to invalidate.
That was your moment to shine, big boy. That's all right. So, JJ with a 16.8, that is quite impressive on mediums.
Yeah, that's going to be a really, really good lap for him. Although I do think this times will come down. I reckon we'll be getting close. If not, we'll get a 15 point by the end of this session, I think.
If you're in this situation, do you save your mediums and go, I'll just sit on it, and if I have to come out for a soft lap later, just depending on how far I go back, or do you put in a second lap on the mediums?
If I was JJ, I reckon I save him here. I just come into the pits, and then I set up the softs, get ready to go out. I go out with like 4 minutes to spare and start a lap. And then if the mediums are still in like the top 6, I'd probably abort the soft lap. I think that's what I would do.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Tips with old mate James. How to get it done.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't listen to my advice by any means because I'm not exactly the best racer here in ARL. Like, by a long shot.
Hey, I enjoyed our little battle last night. That's for damn sure. That was good fun.
That's true. The lap 1 one. We had a very intense lap 1 battle off the starting grid. Hey.
Yes, very fun until my race was ruined. But that was that was. Hey, clean racing's good racing. So.
Yeah. Are you talking about at the end of the race or later
No,
on
no, no.
that lap?
At the start, that lap one was beautiful to watch.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. We've got a new fastest lap by Drix in the
Wow,
Red Bull. 16:1.
16. Wow, that is quick.
I'm telling you, we're gonna see the times in the 15s by the end of this session because we've still got 8 minutes left. The track is still gonna rubber up pretty significantly.
Well, Taz is just about to start his second quick lap, so
Yeah, that'll be really interesting to see. He's on the softs again. It's a fresh set this time, so let's see what he can do. We're right on board with him for this one. He goes for that really big cut in turn 2. I can never manage to pull that off. We've got a
There he
DNF
goes.
of Tico.
yep.
It's good to see. I don't think we've seen anyone get majorly impeded so far here. A lot of the drivers respecting each other and sort of getting out of the way. It's really good to see.
Good race etiquette. That's what we love to see here. We are a very, very clean group here at ARL.
Ooh, Nordal leaves it very late to cross the racing line there, but I don't think it impeded Tazza.
Nah,
Does
like
miss.
he got out of it.
He did miss the apex of the hairpin just by a little bit, but it wasn't bad. Keeps it tight through here. Comes down into the final chicane. Goes all the way down into second gear for that corner. But then fourth on the exit. Is his run to the line now. And it looks like he's going to be up by a little bit. Just
16.4. So he
Less-
improves, but
less
nowhere
than a
near quick
tenth.
enough.
On the Ferrari behind him, using him for as much of his slipstream as they could. Who was that? That was
Wow.
Liquefied. Yeah, they were right up on him.
That was very cheeky.
So Liquefied on the mediums. It's a bit late to be going for a medium run, but the track's rubbered in a bit by now. We'll see what he can do.
As I see, Lemon is just about to finish off his fast lap, I presume. Or
Yep, let's see if he can improve.
not going to
No,
be
he's
quite good
down,
enough.
down by quite a bit, so I don't know if that was an aborted lap attempt or what happened. Let's see, we get the lemon heads in the chat. Where's the lemon tree at? Give Lemon some cheer.
The Lemon Tree, that's
That's
classic. Are we missing a racer by chance, or is Swagbad pulling another late minute one lapper?
No, we've got everyone in the lobby, so Swag is just come
chilling.
into the pits. He's just entered the pits right now, because I think he invalidated, so maybe he's putting fresh tyres on and going again straight away. Not sure. Liquefied ended up actually invalidating his lap on the mediums, so he's going again for another one. Looks like he still has plenty of battery and stuff, but he is currently harvesting? He's currently harvesting, so not sure if he's gone for a hot lap or not. Anyone else on a hot lap? Lemon. Let's jump on board. Here he comes around again. He's on red fuel. Hasn't invalidated this time, going through the final corner.
Oh, it's going to be a quick time here.
There you go. Improves by 3.5 tenths. Massive improvement for Lemon.
That's a great improvement, but he's taking him 2 laps to get it, so he might not get another lap in here, to be fair.
No. Oh, he might get... yeah, I don't know. It's going to be close, hey. He's on red fuel, so he has to pit.
Yeah, it's going to be touch and go.
By the time he gets around to the pits, there's probably going to be 3 minutes left. Into the pits, out of the pits again, and then around on outlap. It's going to be real close. So we'll see. That's if he even wants to. Maybe he's happy with just the 16.3, and then he's going to save a set of softs or something. Mo has invalidated.
We have Nordal coming up to the last sector now to kickstart his flying lap.
Yeah, let's see some good things from Nordal here in the Merc. He's probably got Kev in his ear telling him all the moves to make. El Tortuga, as they say.
Good old Kev the Gardener.
And Nordal's on those fresh softs as well. This is pretty much as rubbered in as the track is going to get, or close to it. So this is his best chance. Doesn't go for that big cut through turn 2 like we saw Tazza take, which anytime I try and take that big cut through turn 2 on the inside curve, I always spin. What about you? Can you? What line do you take through turn 2?
I try to go around. I don't like the big cut. Yeah, I'm the same as you. If you're gonna take that cut, it's got to be big. You've got to put over half your car on it. Otherwise,
Yeah, you got to commit.
you're in trouble. You either commit or you just leave it alone. It's one or the other. You don't do both. You can't half-ass it, unfortunately.
100%. I absolutely agree. Nordal is 2/10 up so far. That's a pretty good improvement.
He's going to want to need some time made up in this last sector here to get up into the 116s, but...
It depends what his sector 3 was like on that previous hot lap. Maybe that's where he lost it.
Looks pretty clean.
Yeah, not too bad. Could have run a bit wider on that exit of chicane. Ends up 3/10 up. So not bad, but...
117,007. Sorry, I had to say that.
James Bond, they call him.
Yes.
Nordal's new nickname.
So, who deserves a bit of attention here? We do have, I think, Drix is coming around.
Yeah, Drix on his outlap. Getting ready to start. Tazza just about to finish sector 1 and is slightly over his time. Lemon has just come out of the pits as well. So has his teammate Mickey DeWiz in the other Aston. So we've got like almost everyone out on track here at the moment. Everyone's going for a run at the end, except for we've got Valhalla and 33 Evis still in the pits. They're the only 2 drivers. Every other driver is out on track.
Well, whoever's on the back of these two, or I think, who's is it Mickey DeWiz in front of Lemon?
No, Lemon is in front.
Well, Lemon's going to make his final lap, so he's made that work. But that Ferrari's in a bit of danger if it hasn't started a lap already, so...
Yeah, you're right. It's going to be close. I can't quite see the timer because there's so many yellow flags from people pulling over to let drivers pass.
Hazza, there it is. 145.
Just improved. What's that? 200s he improved by or something like that? It's not a lot.
Ugh.
Taz is not going for the back-to-back fast laps either. Well, Valhalla's retired. Oh, he retired in the pits. That's it. Yeah, Tazza had the opportunity to go for back-to-back hot laps there, but he chooses to just save the extra life in those tyres anyway. Grovesy also retired in pits by the look of it. Can't see anyone stopped on the track. Swag will end up taking the checkered flag after getting a 17.4, which will put him in 13th. Pyro crosses the line and actually improves pretty significantly, goes 16.5, which is enough for 4th at the moment.
Lemon is slightly up on his time. Oh, Drix, a 15.9. There it
Yeah,
is.
yeah. Wow. One more 1,000th and he would have been under my prediction. So I was bang on with that bad boy.
You are a man of the people.
Yeah, as Kev says in the chat, Taz has got a good chance of back-to-back wins here tonight. The Novice and then Prodigy division. Or Lemon almost running wide in the chicane there. Thought he was going to invalidate. Well, he does improve, but not by enough. 2 100ths, 0.02 he improved by. But it's not enough to get P2 off Tazza. Who else have we got? Kyle is not on the hot lap, so we won't worry about him. Mickey's coming into the pits. And that's everyone.
That's it. That is, as I said, you predicted to hit the 15s, and
Just barely.
One driver has done the impossible. Well, it seems so.
Yeah, I thought we would have got a couple down into the 15.9s. Yeah, just Drick's managing to pull it off in the Red Bull today. So he's got that pole position advantage running down into turn 1 on the racing line. Let's see how that goes for him. Alright, there you go, guys. So I don't think we had any quali pens, nothing nicer anyway. So that gives us a grid of Drix, Tazza, Lemon, Cairo, Grovesy, Buster, 33 Evis, Kyle, JJ, and Mickey DeWiz, making up the top 10. And, give me a second, I'll give you the rest of the grid.
Just having a look at the comments here. 2
Oh,
to 3% of rain.
Drix and Lemon actually both had grid penalties.
Wow, so Tazza gets pole.
Yeah, wow. Let's just have a quick look through that. Yeah. Damn. They collided with each other. So yeah, that'll be Tazza on pole, followed by King Cairo, Grovesy, Buster, or Grovesy Drix, I think. 33 Evis, Kyle, JJ, King Cairo, Peter Wiz. Yeah, this grid's going to be a bit all over the place with that grid. Those 2 5-place grid penalties. Yeah, I didn't even see that.
I didn't see it either. So it looks like well, we're going to have some action by the FIA. But yeah, looking through the chat here, Panache has come in 2 to 3% of rain in the race. So looks like we're going to have a dry one. It looks like at the moment the Div 3 curse of rain continues to happen and everyone else stays dry.
Yeah, well, it kept our race pretty interesting last night. So
That it did.
we'll see. You never count out Div 2 though. We're constantly having problems with the last second safety cars and whatnot. So I would not be surprised. Just running a quick 30-second ad break while we are doing the formation lap here. So there may be a couple of people that are getting ads at the moment. Don't panic, you're not missing anything. Well, they probably can't hear me tell them they're not missing anything anyway if they get ads. So unlucky.
Oh well.
And we'll just go ahead and run the sweet graphics here with the intro as well. Right, so with everything sorted out, wait, why has it got? Yeah, so with everything sorted out, there's our grid. So P1, Tazza, King Cairo, second, Rosie third, Buster fourth, Drix fifth, he ends up being. 33 Eva's sixth, Kyle seventh, Lemon eighth, JJ ninth, Mickey DeWiz 10th. And then making up the second half of the grid, we have Bassink, Nordal, Swag, Liquefied, Shanudi, Mo, Tico, Fluxy, Panache, and Valhalla. So yeah, that's that unfortunate grid penalty to Lemon and Drix there is actually going to massively advantage Tazza and make the possibility of pulling off the back-to-back wins all that much more sort of available to him.
A good start. Well, a good 1 and 3 punch here for Alpine. So expect good things.
Yeah, Alpine got off to an excellent qualifying start. Not too bad for some of these other guys as well. as we get ready to start the race here. There's our 5 red lights, and they are off. Making the run down to turn 1. Everyone seems to be off to a pretty decent start. There's no major collisions yet. Approaching the braking point. Seems to be fairly clean so far. One of the Ferraris pretty far in the back there. Not sure what happened to him. One of the McLarens is actually off way wide. Or the Red Bulls, it looks like it might have been.
And King Cairo has jumped Tazza here and taken the lead.
Yeah, really good start by him on that inside line. Oh, looks like the Haas of Kyle may have actually just rear-ended Drix by accident in that braking zone. I wonder, hopefully he didn't get any wing damage from that, although he is losing a number of positions, so it's possible.
Well, the highest medium finisher was JJ, who qualified in 9th, is now up to 8th, so sitting quite well.
Oh,
JJ
Kyle spun.
Must have had damage, I reckon. I reckon you were spot on with that.
He definitely does now. So he's missing a whole end plate now, so that'll force him to have to pit there. As we've got a fair bit of battling in front of him in these sort of rear of the pack runners at the moment. And I think I just saw Basic's wing go flying over the front of Valhalla. Don't know what happened there. Oh no! Basic and Kyle both DNF'd! Basic on the entry to the pit lane with a broken wing, understeered significantly, and clipped the wall, and that's DNF'd him. And then Kyle, I'm not sure what happened to Kyle. I think Kyle may have done the exact same thing behind him. So that's a full safety now. Full safety. And JJ, who started on the medium tyres, is going to be cheering about this. I don't think any of these soft runners will pit. Do you? Would you pit here if you're on the softs?
No, it's too early. Unless you're going to go for a hard. Well, I don't even think it's worth doing that. So it's a hard thing to be in. Do you go hards and try and do a 2-stop, hard to soft, or do you just stick to your strategy?
Hards feel so dirty here, though, in my opinion.
They're not too bad, but the problem is we did a bit of testing with the hards this week, and they're about half a second slower than the medium tyre, half a second to a second slower. So you with the pit only being about 19 to 20 seconds in this, I think you're losing a lot of time. So I don't think it's quite the way to go, but with the way everything pans out, it could be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. The hards can probably go to the end as well, but they're going to be fairly thrashed towards the end of the laps anyway.
Yeah, that's correct.
So Rudy, asking what happened. So Basink, I think Basink rear-ended one of the Ferraris and lost his front wing, and then understeered on the pit entry and went into the wall. And then Kyle, he DNF'd in the exact same spot, so I think he either got distracted by Basink's carcass, or hit Basink's carcass, or he may have just done the exact same thing. What's going on, JKO? Yeah,
I'm just having a quick look at these place getters here. Flukes is the big winner at the moment, up 6 places from where he started after DNFing and qualifying, up to 12th already. Valhalla, even though started dead last, has come up to 5 places. And yeah, Basink losing 8, obviously out, and Kyle losing 13 out. So,
all right, Bass, hit us with your stories of sadness. What happened?
Got blocked lap turn 1. Between a Aston Martin and a Haas, and then the Ferrari decided to finish me off before I pitted. So, poor Kyle. I couldn't even steer. I had no wing. and just basically just slowly crawled into the wall and DNF'd, and then Kyle had nowhere to go. So
Yeah, we
I'm
caught
here
it.
to
We
help.
actually caught it like straight on stream. You going straight into the wall.
Yeah, I was dead like hard lock right, trying to like turn it, and it just nothing, and then crawled, got past the wall, and then I was dead. So
So did Kyle end up hitting you, or did he hit the wall the same way you hit it? He had front wing damage as well. Wasn't as bad as you, but
it probably was similar. I think I either got my desync body or with the teleport, or actually, got hit me. Not sure. Or the wall itself, but yeah. We were both trying to nurse ourselves back, and Val in the Ferrari just panicked and braked, and completely destroyed my wing, and then Kyle and I were just trying to tippy toe back into the pits with 50 meters to go, and here we are. We're dead. So yeah, I'm here to help cast. I'm here. Since I'm sitting here with racing tools open, so yeah. So it's a
are
bit
you
frustrating.
are you the host, or are you just running the racing tools?
I'm running the racing tools, and I think I told Kyra to turn it off, so I have to sit here
Oh
and watch
no,
everyone go around for 33 laps. So yeah.
unlucky.
So oh
Only
well.
29 now, mate. You'll be right.
Yeah. Well, I can't get a miracle point like you did last night. So
Oh, mate, talk about it. But we're not here to talk about my unlucky season. We're here to talk about the rest of these things. How do you think Tazza is going right now? Sitting in second, coming up promotion for, well, not a promotion, but filling in as a Div 2, Div 3 driver and killing it as a safety car. Is he in this lap?
I think he's very much locking himself in for next season to join the ranks here.
Nah.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he goes against Cairo. I think this restart's going to be very pivotal. The experience here with Cairo, and he nearly
Oh, Cairo, yeah, nearly loses it there.
As you say that, Tazza's jumped all over him.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
so-
got the run on him too. He's got the overspeed. This is going to be crazy down into turn one. Who's going to cede the position?
Oh, he's gone for it.
Taz is in front. There you go. Grovesy trying to make a run at it too, but actually isn't able to. Runs out of space.
All I'm saying is we have a lot of power up here. We called it from the start to get Husey pulled up, so maybe I can work some more magic and get Tazza pulled out of Div 3 as well, you know.
Might help you for next season, eh? Yeah, well, who knows? At the moment, Cairo's doing the thing. He's letting the two
Oof.
Alpines. He looks like he's struggling. I think
He's
he hasn't got those
oversteering
tyres.
like crazy at the moment, hey.
Yeah, I think it's just those tyres are not ready to go, not cooking. But yeah, it should be interesting. He's just going to get absolutely eaten alive here, and those two Alpines will work together. Yeah, it's going to be very scrappy in that mid pack.
I wonder, maybe did Cairo do more laps in quali on those tyres than these other guys or something?
Possibly. I don't know if you boys
managed to
experienced
catch
it
them.
yesterday, as Elvis and Evis and Drix back there just swapping positions.
Yeah, Lemons
I'm
right
not sure.
behind too.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you lads experienced it, but like that first lap doing quali on those tires is
Oh, it
very
kills
hard.
them. Yeah, I did 2 laps on the softs that I started the race on, and before I even started the formation lap, I think my front left was like 13%.
Yeah.
So doing 2 quali laps on those tires really takes the life out of them.
We've
Oh,
got and
JJ.
oh
Oh,
no,
JJ.
the Haas master plan is falling apart. Another one's down.
Oh, we aren't able to see what happened there either because we've got no one coming up to give us a view. It looks like he's lost it on the exit of turn 2. Maybe he did what we were talking about earlier, Tins. Tried to cut that curb too much and sent it around. to the
Just
wall.
disappeared. Just yeeted it.
Yeah.
Well,
No safety or virtual safety though. So the game feels that he was off the track enough or something, I guess. Not warranted.
Probably, I
we
think
have
that's-
we have
Yeah,
our
Tim.
swag bad on the hards, so something must have happened in that restart because he's gone straight into the pits, got hards, and is gonna, I guess, continue to plough away here, which is going to be quite fun.
Yeah, so he
Yeah.
must be intending to try and do the rest of the race on that tyre then.
Yeah, you would have to. He's praying for another safety car, which could happen looking at the way some of these trains are starting to form. You can see the one behind Gruzy really with that pack at the front, or trying to chase Tazza as we see Panache pick up a 3-second penalty. But probably the one to worry, which could bring out a safety car, is that one at near the back of the field behind Val. You got Panache and Val, and there's Liquefied just up the road. I think that could bring out a safety car as well. But the moment is that big train. I think if Cairo can get those tyres back up to temp and get back up, they can help out. But I think, yeah, with the Haas dying, I think it was too early.
It's a big train there, hey, as you said. It's all the way from second down to like ninth is one big DRS train. And Fluxy's really close to being in that DRS range as well. So, we've got a tip in chat. Apparently, Swag didn't want the hards. He got put on them by accident or something. So that's really, really unfortunate to him. And hopefully he can sort of try and recover that and make the best of a bad situation. Jeff strikes again.
Jeff, typical Jeff, doesn't have an engineer. Well, doesn't have the in-game engineer. That would be good to have. There's quite a few teams that have got, you know, their own little engineers. As Gruzy takes the fastest lap. No, taken by Lemon. So,
Oh, Lemon's going to get Evis here too. Gets the inside run on turn 1. And gets almost a length in front. And then he is a length in front going through turn 2. So yeah, not too difficult there. Lemon moves up one position in the 8-car train here, or whatever it is.
As we see the Lemon gang go crazy in chat.
well, Lemons. I think. Oh, there's a move back there with the and the Ferrari swapping spots there with Tika and Liquefied. But yeah, I think Flukes is. I know he DNF'd in qualifying, so he's moving up very well in that pack and getting towards the back of that. But yeah, there is going to be DRS swapping. It's very overpowered, the main straight. Not necessarily the straight they're on now. It's a very short little stretch run down to the start of Sector 3. It's not really too much to do. Probably can catch a couple of people out as these tyres start to get old with the soft tyres.
Yeah, it's really hard to get someone there, even with the DRS. You have to have a much... Oh, DNF from Drix. Where is that?
The provision safety car, there it is.
That is off to the left.
Perfect time.
At the start of Sector 3.
That's just saved that entire field, the top half of that field. That's a free...
That's yeah, goated safety car timing for them. Anyone on the softs right now is so happy with that.
So
oh,
the only thing
Mickey
I have with
stays out.
this,
Sorry,
the only thing I say about this is Taz has come in right away and they double stack in the Alpine, so that's going to cost Grovesy a few places here.
Yeah, and I think that's what the Astons didn't want to do, is double stack, but that's really going to put him on the back foot. He probably might pit on the way through and just drop to the back of the pack, but the Swag, that gets him out, get out a free JR card, can now switch to whatever tyre he wishes to grab. But yeah, for the likes of Nordal, Fluxy, Shinudi, even T-Kurtz and Panache, not the time you want a safety car. Just as your medium tyres are coming on and those soft tyres are dropping off. But yeah, that Red Bull, I saw a blue dash just like fly across the top of the screen with the camera angle that I had on my POV, and
I think it happened. Correct me if I'm wrong, Bassett, but I think it happened on that corner after the hairpin.
Going up the
left-hander.
Yeah.
It looks like he probably came off the curb there in a really unfavourable way. Just went over into the wall on the left.
Probably got the speed boost. You know, jumping over that curb there can be inconsistent and spitting it out in traction zones. I think not to rub it in or bring back dark memories, but wasn't that you yesterday, Tim? Didn't you spin? No, it was Xander. Xander died there. That's right.
Xander died there. Yes, that wasn't me.
Xander didn't even make it to that corner. He lost it in the hairpin, didn't he?
Yeah, he didn't even get all the way up the hill.
Yeah,
the cars are now. So
that's unfortunate because Xander went around there, and then I'm not sure who it was. Someone else went around like right behind it. Pretty much like they saw him do it, and they're like, "Oh, that looks like fun." And then they had a crack. I don't remember who that was though. There we go. Mickey's in now to pit. So obviously, yeah, just avoiding that double stack. Really unfortunate for him though, because he's essentially going to go to 15th, 14th, maybe. He might come out in front of Valhalla if he's lucky.
Yeah, it's for the championship, you think, because Lemon was the car behind, so Lemon would have double stacked, and I think for championship-wise, Lemon doesn't want to get held up even more than what he needs to. Needs to stay in front of the likes of Novice, and especially Grovesy's double stacking. I think that sort of plays into his cards a little bit more. He has a lot to do. You know, you've got Tazza filling in, so you're not needing to worry about him too much, but probably his closest championship rival is Cairo, with the two Hasses DNF, so he can really get a little bit of a runaway with the championship standings, which should be interesting. But yeah, for myself, I don't put anything in today, and the battle for the mid pack continues.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Luxie, Nordal, and Shinuti, like these guys that started on the mediums. It does suck that you know, all these other guys that started on the softs get pretty much a perfect pit stop here for them. But at the same time, like they've gone from the back of the pack, especially Fluxy, who was what, like P18 or something like that.
Yep.
All the way up to second now. He's really in this race with the starting of the medium strategy. So.
Yep, Nordal up 11 spots, Fluxy up 16, Shinuti up 12, Tico up 12 as well, so big gains.
Yeah, all these dudes that didn't pit have made massive gains. Oh, there we go. Safety car is finally in. The pack is all grouped up. Who do you reckon is going to be the one to watch here? Do you think Tazza is going to be able to run away with it, having 9-lap fresher tyres? Or do you think the advantage isn't going to be as strong as it was in that first restart we saw a few laps ago?
I think it really comes down to the top three. I think it really depends if they can work together and not run away. If they trip each other over, as we see the restart happen now, if they're running.
Yeah, Shinuti didn't get a real good restart, but Taz is gonna find it hard to get the position on him here. He's barely alongside. Oh, does break later into turn one. And Shinuti sort of cedes the position to him as well. So there's one. Well, Shinuti loses the position to Tico as well.
I think Tazza has to be your favourite here, to be fair. He's got a perfect pit stop. He showed he's one of the quickest on track. He's just got to chase these boys down and go for it here. But Nordal and Fluxy can see what they can do. See how long King Kyra gets held up behind Shinuti and Tico as well, with the rest of the pack there's been 2 place gap between our, I guess, between Tazza and King Kyra, who are on fresh meds. So,
Well, yeah. Well, you look at the restart. There's Shinuti's now in the battle. Kyra there. Tico's running away from that pack. That's not the restart Kyra wanted. Again, a poor restart by him, and that's allowed Tazza to really move up the chain.
He did get the position of Shinuti just then, though. So
yeah, he did. So he's regained.
It's not too bad. Like, it could have been a lot worse.
Just you lose it. He's lost about a second or so to Tico. But the battle at the front looks really tight. You've got Tazza trying to make a move, and Fluxy will sit behind there, going into that corner, and Fluxy's starting to utilize the old Checo Perez defense from Japan. Let's see how long until he spins, eh? I'm just kidding. We're not going to curse him.
Nordal almost lost the rear there in turn one. So that was pretty dangerous. Tazza was having a peek up the inside of Fluxy as well, but decided against it. Yeah, Tazza's really pressuring these guys with the fresher tyres. And I reckon it won't be long until he has one, if not both of them, especially when DRS is active. Which it should be this next coming lap. They won't get it down the main straight, but they will get it down the second DRS.
he's really pushing Fluxy here, isn't he?
Yeah, Fluxy's he's just sort of holding his line at the moment. He's not really going too defensive. So it'll be interesting to see if Fluxy gets real defensive down in the run down to turn one, where he positions his car. As Tazza is juicing, so is Fluxy, and so is Nordal as well. So all 3 of these guys jockeying for that position.
They're all trying to work together as we see further down the pack. Tico's getting pressured by Kyra, and Kyra's getting frustrated behind there. But yeah, that's a battle behind there. But yeah, the front 3, the quartet, they're all mates. They all do practice together, and now they finally get to display it for us. be interesting to see because being the third car in a DRS train like this isn't really beneficial.
No,
You
not
want to
at
be
all.
that second car and work with that car in front. These two have worked more. You know, they race every week, so they're closer together. But Taz is going to come in here and he's going to be, you know, punching above his weight. He's going to have a look down the inside as we have
Ooh.
the yellow flag back in
That
sector 2.
panache, yeah, panache. Oh, Cairo makes a crazy move up the inside. Tico ends up losing the rears through the hairpin. I think he manages to keep it out of the wall, but he is going to lose a lot of positions.
He's losing a bucket load of spots.
Oh, man. That was a bit of a crazy move. It did look like there was space there for it, but yeah, he just went in way too hot and then got on the gas super early in the exit. Is Tazza gonna make the move on Fluxy? No, it looks like they're both thinking about making the move on Nordal. Contact between Nordal and
Oh
Fluxy.
no!
That spun Nordal.
Oh.
Oh god, thank god ghosting is on.
Both Cairo and Nordal, thank God ghosting is on, but I think that's going to be left to the stewards. I feel like that one.
Yeah, that was interesting. We got a real good shot of it there too from Tazza behind. Yeah, that'll definitely be one for FIA. We'll see what happens. Won't give my opinion just yet. We'll see what happens with the ticket. But if I was Fluxy and Tazza here, I would not be fighting each other too much, especially in these DRS zones. I'd just be working together to get an even bigger lead in front of the rest of the pack here. Secure your podium or your first or second position in front of Nordal. Sorry, in front of Lennon. Spun.
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know about you, Tins, but I feel like as if Fluxy could try and hold up and get Lemon in that fight a little bit more just to keep Tazza off him. I feel like as if Tazza goes past, he'll just keep going and Fluxy will lose him as we see the move.
Yeah, I feel that. I was in a similar position last night in a three-way train, and the top two just swap, and the third person just hangs on, saves their tyres, and saves their ERS, because you can't really do much from back there. You can't attack. Your ERS is pretty much useless. You're just hanging in for the ride. Someone makes a mistake, you take their spot. So, if Lemon can get up there, it'd be good. Otherwise, Taz is just going to take off here, which he's already put 7/10 on the board.
He has, with those much fresher tyres, like 9 laps fresher, 14 laps on Fluxy's mediums now. So they wouldn't be going off already, but they're definitely a lot older than 5 laps. Some of them have been under safety car though, but yeah. I think if Fluxy can stay within DRS range for the main straight, he should be okay. And Tazza was actually harvesting at the end of that second straight there. So Tazza and Fluxy have both slammed their battery.
Yeah. Yep, and I've seen Tico's dropped back a little bit as well, so Buster's got through. Don't know if we were on that perspective, but, you know, yeah. Here we go. So we've got DRS. We still got the DRS, which is a smart play by Fluxy,
Only just though.
and Tazza put down the fastest lap as he got past. So the pressure's on as someone's just spun. It's McLaren.
Yeah, it's Mo, unfortunately. In the entrance to or exit of the last chicane, I think it was there.
Yeah, so that's quite interesting as Tico's pitted. So Tico's going to go into a pair of softs. Believe he's trying a 2-stop, hoping for a safety car to help out with that. But yeah, this is going to be interesting to see as we see now Cairo has spun again.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Spin Cairo is back.
It's back.
He went away for a little while and things were looking real good, but he is back with a vengeance here at Spain.
Yeah, well, Spain is pain, as they say, so...
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we've all experienced it. I think all of us in the commentary box have experienced the pain of Spain this week. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting little battle. I think Lemon's really sort of a little bit of a push-up. He's, you know, going to be P2 once Fluxy pits, so
yeah.
He's just sitting there just holding, but Fluxy's doing a good job staying within DRS. He still
just
gets close every single time.
How close? That was less than a tenth off of DRS, surely. Just there.
Yeah.
Look at this though. even with the DRS, he has barely managed to close the gap down to under a second, even with it all the way down that main straight.
Saying that though, Taz is juiced out. Taz is harvesting. He's down to 5%
Oh,
at
yep.
the moment. So
Yeah, true. But he will get a significant amount back through sector 2 and 3 here, so...
Wait, have we had Nordal spun? Nordal spun on the main straight, guys.
Oh,
that-
unlucky.
That's an unfortunate one. He was in contention, working hard, just hadn't pitted as well, so he's fallen down
Been a
down
rough
the order.
race for the Mercs so far.
Yeah.
With Swag accidentally going into those hards as well.
Yeah, and Swag, yes, the Swag's just pitted again, so yeah, it's a little bit of ups and downs. We're in a little bit of a dull period, part of the race now. It's because Fluxy's now,
He's
ran
out of that DRS range, yeah. Do you think Lemon is actually in a position where he can contest Hazza for the victory here? Do you think once obviously Fluxy pits inevitably, or do you think Lemon is going to be unable to catch?
3 seconds.
think- you go.
3 seconds is hard to catch, I feel like. And I don't know if that's what you're going to say, Tins. But I feel like 3 seconds is a big gap. I feel like he has to get within DRS before Fluxy pits, so it's gone.
I concur with Bass here. Taz has shown with last night's performance and tonight he's considerably fast and he's very, very reliable and just churns out lap after lap, quick. So Lemon's got a lot of hard work to go ahead if he wants to shut down 3 seconds because Taz is just on fire at the moment.
Oh, Cairo goes around again in turn 1. Is that 2 laps in a row?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Bass, hold your excitement, please. We're on.
Could you? I don't think you could sound happier about that. Just laughing. at it.
Tico's got more points. Let's go. Tico's a bowman. Let's go, Tico.
Go Aston Martin, up Williams.
No bias at all. But yeah, I think the battle at the moment, watching is P5,
Yeah,
P4,
Buster.
P5 with Buster and Gruzy.
Shouldn't
even
be
right behind.
liquefied as well.
Yeah.
I'm actually quite impressed with Grovesy because Grovesy had a double stack during that first safety car. Double stack behind Tazza was 1-2, came in and he's back to 4th. So he's putting in some work to stay here. That's quite impressive by Grovesy, considering he did the team thing.
Yeah,
and he's the
absolutely.
main driver too. He's not the reserve, and he's sort of been told what to do. So yeah, it's good to see.
Lemon within DRS range on Fluxy now.
20 laps ish on the tires. I think it's 18. It's getting there.
Starting to fall off, yeah.
Yeah.
But Lemon's like it's not even just Fluxy's closing on. He's actually closed the gap to Tazza a little bit as well. 2.5 seconds to Tazza now. So he is doing quite well at the moment. Hopefully I haven't just cursed him. Curse Cairo. We'll see.
I don't think we have to curse Cairo.
You'll just send it anyway. He
All
just
I'm
hates all
saying-
the Williams drivers. Absolutely biased.
Oh, it's only because of you, James. You left Ferrari, so I've got to pick on someone. Well, like, as we've stated a few times, like, I managed to put my curse on Fluxy during qualifying, so that's my job done for the day.
Well,
Pull
I
out
mean,
pull out the chair and rest up. Is that what you're saying, Tins?
Yeah, my feet are up. My dashboard is good. All I need is someone to come and rub my feet and bring me a hot chocolate, and I'll be done for the night.
speaking of Fluxy, he's just lost the position to Lemon as well now. And Lemon is now less than 2 seconds off of Tazza.
Yeah, and Shinuni got past Liquefied as well. So the two battles we're talking about, both have occurred at the same time, at the same corner, going down to turn 1.
And Buster and Grovesy as well.
Yeah, so all the action is happening
It's that
at
DRS.
turn 1 with DRS. So you can tell how overpowered it is. But yeah, what did you guys think about the race, like the actual real life race, with the new cars,
On the
DRS
weekend.
being
I thought it was
such a powerful
I thought it was
powerful
pretty
thing.
good. It did get a little bit boring towards the last sort of like 5-ish laps or something, but there was definitely enough action to keep it interesting. Like with the the Mercedes actually bringing some pretty decent upgrades by the look of it. Looks like they might actually be in contention to challenge for some, you know, podiums and potentially even race wins.
My favourite part was Hamilton spitting the dummy.
Where he's like, we should just retire the car.
Well,
Yeah.
while we're saying that really quick, just to interrupt, do you think Fluxy's going to go for a medium to soft here, do a one-stopper? Because his pace is
He's
really
almost
good.
there,
He's
isn't he?
making those tyres last. He started in P18. He's up to third. He's got a big gap to Buster, who's in fourth. He makes one stop, puts them on softs. How long do those softs last? About, what, 8 to 9 laps or so?
Well, at the end of the race, a bit longer, right? Because you've got the lighter car with the reduced fuel load. So I think you can almost push him out to 11 laps at the end of the race. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's what he's trying to do.
I reckon Fluxy's going to go for that. I reckon that, like, he's prime position to do a one-stop. Like, with Buster not really putting too much pressure on behind him, he's got maybe 1 or 2 laps to kind of just, you know, sort himself out before he really attacks the last third of this race, really. So Fluxy's actually doing wonders out there. Shanuti's doing the same thing, I think, as well, with 20-lap-old medium. So
But
Yeah,
with
it'd be about
the-
where they drop. It's where they drop into. There's a gap
Yeah,
for
that's what-
Fluxy to drop.
I was going
Yeah,
to say, how many positions will he lose? He'll come out behind Mickey? Or
Probably just in
of-
front.
yeah.
I think if he's ideal, he doesn't want to lose too much time. He wants to stay in front of that Aston Martin.
Panache has made another mistake here, losing positions to Mo and Tico again. So
Rosie's making a run on Buster down to turn 1 now. Goes for the inside line in turn 1. They're side by side. May have been a little bit of contact there. And Buster cedes the position into turn 2. So there you go. These guys are still battling here. Rosie and Buster. They've been battling pretty much non-stop for the last 4 laps at least.
Yeah, they're basically battling for third position at the moment on the road. You know, you do have Fluxy currently out of sequence, not having a pit stop just yet. But yeah, it's good to see the McLarens. You know, Buster in particular, even Mose, you know, up in the points, has survived more than a handful of laps for his confidence. It's good to see.
He had a bit of a spin there at the start, but it's good to see he's actually had a pretty good recovery drive. Mo's looking to run these mediums to the end. Right?
Good hope so.
Yeah, so he could potentially be in a really good position as he makes a move up the inside of Valhalla here. And that was actually a really good move by him too. Can he keep it though?
Val's on those dead softs, and here comes Tico as well. We'll probably look down the inside. No, we'll sit behind, I think.
He's a bit too far back for a dive. That would have been a bit dangerous, I reckon.
And knowing Tico, he'd be a bit cautious about trying to make those type of moves. Even so, he's just, you know, right on the curb there. But we've got liquefied pitting.
Oh,
Okay.
Yep.
it looks like Buster
He
and
must have picked up
Groves.
damage. Sorry, Tins.
Yeah, looks like Buster and Grovesy just working together here to try and close up on Fluxy, just swapping positions back and forth. So they really need to do that. If they want P3 on the table, they've got to get their act together and make sure that Fluxy can't just dawdle in and have a one-stopper.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't think Flukes is going to be able to dawdle at all here. So you reckon he's got to be pitting really soon, right? 10 laps left to go. Say he might push it for 1 more, or he might pit this lap.
You probably would pit this lap. I feel like if you go 1 more, I know that now you've got Liquefy that's just pit out of that equation, so it's really just Shanuti sitting there who's got to pit as well. He's got a massive gap. I wouldn't go too far, too much longer. Gives you too much to do to try and catch down those guys on the soft tires, which will be rapid at the end. And
you've called it.
Yep, there
as
is.
we speak, he's in. Because I engineered him last season. That's the only reason why.
You taught him everything he knows.
Plays
You
it
teach him how
real
to spin
safe.
too, or just to bin it.
No, that's natural talent from Flukesy.
Didn't have to teach that one. It just came with the package. But as we got Cruzy and Buster again swapping around, so
Literally just every lap they're swapping. I don't know if they are helping each other, because they're definitely fighting each other for it. But Lemon, 1.6 from Tazza now. So he is closing that gap, and both of these guys are draining their battery hard as well. Looks like Lemon has the advantage at the moment, but they're sort of going back and forth on the battery.
And so the pit stops. So Flukesy's got 18 seconds to catch up to these the Groovesy and Buster the duo, and Shinudi has got a bit of work to do. He's got to come through the Tico, Elvis, Morab, Mickey to get back to where he was
Yeah,
before
that's
that
gonna be
pit stop.
real.
So
That's gonna be real rough for Shinudi.
that's just showing you just the difference of track position with the tire wear
So,
and how much time you lose.
Speaking of Shinudi going through Tico though, Tico's 7-lap old softs. I don't think he's gonna be able to run them to the end, will he? Like, surely not.
Where would be okay? It wouldn't be puncture range, but it would be
You
very
lose
much
a lot of time though.
a lot of time lost. So he might be double pitting. I know my apprentice is still helping him out. So yeah, I would be probably just trying to wait for a safety car. Someone's going to make an error, and yeah, I wouldn't be bringing him just yet. Just wait and see see how the cookie crumbles. Because yeah, if you pit now, you're basically getting out of the points, which is not what you want.
Yeah. I mean, if there is another safety car too, that'll help him massively. Would he even pit if there was another safety, or would he just ride it till the end?
I think you would pit. Would you pit Tins?
If you're an
With-
8-lap old softs?
Yes, I'd pit.
Yeah, okay.
Yep, you'd have to. That you can split them out and push them, but you're asking them to do another 8 laps.
Yeah.
Mediums are struggling to keep that pace.
There you go. Shinudi gets him. So that's one position lost. It's now liquefied on the fresh mediums, moving up towards
Oh,
Tico.
Grovesy's had
Oh.
an accident.
No!
I think he's got caught on the curb.
Doesn't look like he's got wing damage. Didn't hit anything.
I think he's recovered pretty quickly, but yes, he's out of that Buster fight now, so...
Buster's going to be so happy about that.
Yeah, hopefully that was clean. I hope that was, just driver error and not. It was bad of a camera angle to see what actually transpired, but yeah, they're working together. You hope that they weren't pushing each other too hard in the wrong places, but yeah, it's getting to the dicey end, and Fluxy sets the fastest lap, so you can tell those tires are turning it on right now.
Yeah. What was that gap before? It's down to 12 seconds to Grovesy now, but Grovesy did have that bit of a spin earlier.
18 seconds was the gap to begin with, so
Okay.
nearly within 2 laps, he's grabbed 6 seconds. So
That's with Grovesy spinning though, or having a bit of an off.
yeah, so
I don't think Fleeksy will be looking for a podium here, unfortunately, unless something happens. If there's like a late safety, he's going to be cheering. He's going to be absolutely cheering.
yeah, as the battle for who wants to come last, Nordal and Valhalla and Panache are swapping it around, but Nordal's about to be lapped. Something you wouldn't think to be saying
Too,
to someone who was leading the championship a couple of weeks ago.
He did have a bit of a rough start though.
Oh, Grovesy's made another mistake.
So the pressure's getting to him. But yeah, bit of a rough period to see, but there's a lot of battles going on at the moment. More at the rear at the field as Grosy picks up a 3-second time penalty.
That's unlucky. He's sort of starting to feel the pressure now, I think. Maybe as those mediums are starting to wear a little bit, he's finding it a bit harder to adjust.
For sure. Tell you what though, this could be interesting for the championship if Tazza stays in P1, with Lemon being P2. It doesn't get the full maximum points, allows his rivals to still, be a lot closer. It's a 5-point difference between P1 to P2. So that could be very pivotal at the end of the season, especially with how last season's, as previously known as Division 2, came down all the way to the end. We don't talk about how it finished.
Final race.
We don't talk about how it finished. We talk about how it got there.
We don't talk about that because you are potentially
Nah,
involved in that bass, or is that why we're not talking about it?
We sorted this out already. It wasn't... There was an AlphaTauri involved, but there was a reason why Fluxy got dropped from the team and is now driving for Williams, alright?
Yeah.
We put the blame on him.
Yeah, I got told to do a thing, and the AlphaTauri body was like, no. So, yeah, he's been kicked, and we've picked up a new teammate. So
Sad.
bygones be bygones.
And now we're
Pyro
stuck with
with
him
the
at
3 second.
Williams.
Yep.
Oh,
Lucky
Mo's
for
picking
you,
up
eh?
3 as well. Everyone's starting to, these warnings are starting to build up here towards the end of the race. We're seeing a lot more penalties come through.
And
Right,
just
yeah.
quietly, Lemon is making time up on Tazza here, so
Yeah, barely though. It's taken a long time, and in the last, I think, 5, well not 5, but like 3 to 4 laps, he's gained a 10th on Tazza. So,
They're both got the same ERS battery life, so using the same deployment, same section, so not really having an advantage in certain areas, but he is starting to come more alive. He is, seeing that car right in front of him. He is putting pressure on. If you're Nordal, you want to skip out. You don't want to give them DRS to help them out indirectly. But yeah,
so
it's
yeah,
going to be
that's
an interesting.
huge. If Tazza does get into DRS range on Nordal, that's going to be really, really difficult for Lemon to do anything there. But I think
Yeah.
that's a little bit further away. I think Lemon's closer to Tazza than Tazza is to Nordal, at least at this stage. And Nordal shouldn't get lapped either. He's on 2 lap old softs, so.
Yeah, he should be fine. But we've got a
Oh
DNF.
no!
Kyra's done it now. Is
Kyra.
this going to bring out the safety car? Have we got safety car period, or are we just missed the
Ooh.
cutoff?
I think we're before the cutoff, but I think he's off the track.
Where's he died?
It's the start of the second DRS
Yeah,
zone off to the left.
he's off the track, so
He's hit the safety car. There we
There
go.
we go. Oh my god, this is huge.
All right, so the pits, so Tico, Mo, and Panache pitted. So back the tail of the field is going to be disadvantaged here, but Hazza and Lemon, do you pit? This is the question.
I don't think you do. The track
I'm going
position,
no.
you can't. You can't.
oh, he's
One's
gone.
gone.
Oh no, Lemon's followed him in too.
He had to.
Yeah.
Because Buster was too far back.
Oh man, I don't know if I agree with that.
Blukesy could be a big winner here.
This is going to be Fluxy kissed on the appendage right now.
Yeah. And Buster's going to pit as well.
Yep. So Flukes is the only one that's going to stay out. I think they'll get away with it because the rest of them are pitted. So one of them had to take a risk, and none of them did.
Fluxy's not
Yep.
actually going to get the position on them before they come out here though. So
He's
it's
gonna
gonna be
pit
the
again.
restart. Oh,
Yes, I
Fluxy's
think-
pitting?
Everyone's going to go fresh softs. I feel like the
Fluxy-
margins are big.
Is
He's just
Fluxy
gonna
going
make
to come
sure-
out before Evers?
Well, this is the question. Does Evers pit? If Evers doesn't pit,
Yep. Evis is gone.
Yeah, okay.
okay, so Evers has got, so he's got that. That's fine. Now it's about who's the rest of the field.
Shanudi doesn't.
That Red Bull is charging down the straight.
Liquefied doesn't either. Mickey
okay, so-
does.
So
Swag
Flukes
does.
needs to get out right now and like zoom down that straight. He doesn't want to get behind Snooty too far. Okay, so he hasn't lost too big of a position. That's okay.
We'll see what
But
the
here we go.
back of the pack does. Mo comes into the pit. Tico stays out.
Good choice. Good choice.
I think those guys towards the rear of the pack, definitely staying out is probably the better option.
Tico, yeah, I feel it's going to be 1 to 2 laps minimum of a safety car period, so probably won't get.
When is the mandatory safety car coming in time? Is it lap 31?
It will be 32 for these guys.
So 1 lap under racing conditions.
Possibly, yeah, but we'll see how they stack up. With the rear of the field, so Nordal and Val didn't pit. Well, they've pitted, but they've gone around for a lap under it, so
How did
be charging up.
so
and, we'll
Flixie
go
ended
from
up actually losing a position to Shanudi. Shanudi didn't pit.
No, that is
correct,
correct.
there. Yep.
I don't think
Yeah.
Flixie pitting there is the right decision, honestly. How old were his soft tires? 5 laps?
Yeah,
The
they'd be the
same-
same as Shanudi's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's the same as Shanudi's, so
don't know if that was the right decision, to be honest. Because he could be P5 or P4 right now. I think 5.
P5, yeah.
Yeah.
P5
He,
for sure.
he wouldn't have beat Grovesy. However, him having the fresher, he's going to have no real pressure from behind. It's a lot on Shanudi, and if anyone makes a mistake, he's there to capitalise with fresh tyres. It's going to be, heat's going to be on from the get-go. As much as it is controversial, having fresh tyres in this situation with high pressure, might come in handy if someone makes a mistake.
Yeah, I feel like as if it's going to be Shinudi has to be really for Flukes. He has to be the first move down the straight, get the perfect restart, and work from there. Liquefied's not going to really be challenging. He's probably going to hold up the middle pack, and see them tangle all over each other who have gambled on those fresh softs. But probably the biggest winner out of this entire thing, and it hasn't really been a position change, has been Lemon. Lemon has caught back up to Tazza due to
Yeah,
his safety
we've
car.
essentially
So
got an open lobby sprint. A
Yep.
three lapper or less than a 5 lapper, obviously. Like, this is a 1 lap shootout.
oh, and Elvis has tripped
Oh,
over the
no.
back of Liquefied, causing a collision.
Did he
So
get
the
wing
game
damage
has
from that?
possibly the game has changed its way, its penalties. So he's definitely hit him hard enough to get that. But safety car is in this lap, so here we go. We're gonna have a 2-lap shootout, as you wanted. So no DRS,
Yeah,
no DRS.
No DRS is actually going to make this it's even harder. It means they're not going to get the free pass down the main straight that they normally would get. Let's see how we go on this restart here. Hopefully we don't have any annoying problems with throttle lock or anything like that. Hazza is usually pretty good with his restart. Usually picks a pretty good moment to go. Liquefied.
Liquefied's now hit the back of Flixie. All right, before we quickly restart, who you got, Tins? Who's your winner?
I've got to stay strong with Taz. He's got the momentum on the board.
Quick, James.
Nah, Lemon. Gotta go. The lemon tree. Let's
I'll go
Bass.
Gruzy. I'll go the 8-ball. All right, let's go. Underway. Green
with a
flag
penalty.
conditions. With a penalty. Green flag conditions.
Well, all three get off to a pretty good start. Buster a little bit quicker than Lemon, but I don't know if he's going to be quick enough to get alongside. Lemon
He's just going
outbreaks
straight-
himself.
Right
Oh,
up
it's all
Shinudi.
over. It's all over. Lemon 3 come back on the road and they've given Gruzy a bit of wing
Flukes is
damage.
up into P4. Excellent restart by him.
Oh, did I say an Alpine? I meant to say Williams. No, I'm joking. Let's go, boys. Come on, Buster's now going to pressure Tazza here. We've got
Ferrari, Valhalla in the back having a bit of a spin. He's role-playing Carlos Sainz and just playing in the gravel pit.
We're just blowing too hard with the wind.
Oh, let's
Come
go.
on, okay.
Lemon is really close up on Buster. Doesn't make a move on the hairpin.
Buster needs to get closer. If he's not going to do it, he needs to just move over. Just sit in P3.
As if he's gonna do that. Would you
Just
do that?
move
No,
over.
no way anyone is gonna do that. He's
You don't,
fighting
let
for
the
P2.
you don't let the reserve win. You can't let him win double. Not in our division, surely not. So
Man,
Here
I
it is.
think even if Buster did move over, I don't think Lemon would be close enough to catch Tazza now. It's too late. Taz is off.
yeah, it's gone. But here we go. The final lap of the race. Kinji, oh man, he's charging along.
Yeah, Tins has
All I'm
called it, I
saying is
reckon.
We're we took Hoosie out. We take Tazza too. See you later, boys.
I love how
Keep going.
these guys have essentially drained their entire batteries in the lap and a third that they've done so far. Just
we
absolutely
go.
slammed
Interesting to see, but whilst there's battles at the front, have solidified where they'll finish. Penalties are going to be the big thing for the back of the rear of the field.
Yeah, Nordal's
big-
going to pick up some positions, hey?
Yeah,
Before
so
we get right into the thick of it, I just want to pull one thing out of the comments. Eckham has got
No!
one comment of the day.
Lemon spun!
No.
Sorry to interrupt you there, Tin.
and I think
Lemon!
he ran into the back of Buster and he's reversing on the track.
Oh.
That's gonna
Looks
be
he's going to get P3, boys.
Oh my! Oh,
Oh!
Lemon, what's the
With
readdress?
Evis.
But
Sorry, Tins. Yeah, sorry for cutting you off there, mate.
Mate, that's quite alright. Wow, look at that. That is a finish and a half. Tazza with back-to-back. Buster,
Wow.
Flukesy, Shinudi, Tico, go AlphaTauri.
let's go AlphaTauri.
Ended up P5 for Tico. That worked out real well. I'm telling you, not pitting there, probably the better strategy. And it worked really well
right.
for Tico and Shinudi.
Damn it! Now I have to get big points next week because it's a battle between the two of us in the championship.
Well, at least that takes some pressure off of everyone else for Haas in the combined constructors. Double DNF.
Well, yeah, that's big things. But for Tazza, congratulations. You've just, no matter what, you've locked yourself in for next season to join Prods.
Back-to-back wins. He's going to be real happy with
but
that.
Driver of the day, Flukesy.
We'll just continue what I was. Eckham has the comment of the day. Eckham's comment: Flukesy has went the whole race without getting a penalty. That to me sums it up. That's a great comment there.
Oh,
That sounds
Let me-
suspicious. That's
let me
not
check his
unbelievable.
points. Let me check his race director. 2 seconds. He was sitting on 2 warnings from
Ooh.
lap 18 onwards. So
15 and 18, he picked him up.
so interesting. But boys,
There you go. Tazza, congratulations on the win. Buster picking up P2. Flukesy, 18th to 3rd. Followed by Shanudi, Tico, Grozy, Swag, Mickey, Lemon, and Mo is your top 10. And then from there onwards, you've got Panache, 33 Evis, Valhalla, Liquefied, Nordal, King Cairo, Drix, JJ Bassing, and Kyle.
I don't even think you classify the last 2. We didn't even get around for a lap.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a rough one, but we move on. Japan's my track, so we'll see how we go. It is the Checo Perez of Mike Armory, but a great drive by Tazza, really showing the how much, when you grind the game and do something like 80 TT laps or some ridiculous number each day and each week.
Man, I bet that man has an absolutely disgusting gamer chair.
Yeah. But yeah, another round done. And takeaways, Tins. Who was your, other than the race winner that you picked, who is your major takeaway that was not on the podium?
Was not on the podium.
Mm.
Or, to be fair, I think I don't remember who's up there, to be fair. I think Shanudi did a pretty good job. I know he started relatively high, but he did get himself in a little bit of a scuffle. Again, another Div 3 driver coming up, and to come away with, I think it was 5th or 6th. Actually, no, I think he finished 4th. I think that's another good showing. It just shows you how much depth we have in this in these leagues that we're running. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Shanudi on this one.
Yep. What about you, James? Who was your driver outside of the podium?
I reckon Swag, probably. So Swag, he didn't start off great. He started in like P13 or 14 or something like that on the grid. Ended up having a bit of a mix up there towards the start, but actually made a really good recovery drive. Finished inside the top 10. So I think he actually did pretty good. A bit of bad luck, but overcame it quite well.
Yeah,
And
for
Bass,
sure.
finish us off here, big boy. What do you got?
Well, I'm gonna go Groovesy. I know he was still up there, but to get double stacked, as you pointed out earlier in the stream, to fight back was a good battle. But I'm sorry, Groovesy. We got to go AlphaTauri. Tico, what a drive, my dude. What a drive. P17. Flukesy's P18. Don't care. Tico's drive. Man is improving. He's a controller player. He is a hidden gem. Spain's his track. I'm glad he's my teammate and was able to pull the points since I found the wall very early.
AlphaTauri.
Can't wait for you hitting that wall to be in Lucy's clip of the week.
Oh man, that's just, we move on. But yeah,
sweet. All right, should we see who is available for some interviews? Let's see.
Spicy.
cool.
Who have we got in the Discord in one of the channels? I reckon we should. We probably won't get Lemon in. He'll be pretty upset. Who else is available? I can't see too many people actually available in the Discord. Unfortunately, everyone seems to have packed it in for the night already.
Everyone's just evacuated.
Yeah.
They've been beaten by a reserve.
Well,
and
Grab Tico.
Let's get
Grab Tico.
okay, we'll
all
drag
right,
Tico.
we'll grab
see if he's
Tico.
here.
We'll grab Tico.
Hello.
Hey Tico.
Hello?
Jeez, hello.
Hey, go on, mate.
Well,
So we just
Good, how are we?
we just got you live on the stream at the moment. Hoping to do a little bit of a post-race interview. Just get your thoughts.
What you got for me?
Who told you to not pit? Who was your race director, engineer? since I DNF'd. Who took you to glory?
For the final, the final safety.
Yeah.
Well, that was my own choice. Like Darkley wasn't really talking much to me. He was just watching. He was just stalking. I decided, you know what? Let's go for track position because I had like 25% used soft tires and people ahead of me were on medium. So I'm like, I might as well stay out in these softs for the last 2 laps and see what I can get there.
I reckon you made the right choice, mate. I reckon staying out on your tires was the right thing to do because they really weren't that old.
Nah.
It would have been good to see some of the other drivers do it as well, like Fluxy and that. But Fluxy ended up getting the podium anyway, so.
Now, Fluxy did well. He started behind me and he just zoomed past me as soon as we kicked off. And I was just like, you know what? I'm not even going to stop him from going because he's a fast racer. Fluxy is mad speed.
Yeah, when he's not going backwards and sideways.
True. Yeah.
Hey, King Kairos do pretty fast until he spins, so you know.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I have to give a lot of credit to a lot of the speed racers out there. Even though they might be, I don't want to say inconsistent, they're still very fast in terms of their pace. There's just no reason for me to hold them back, which is why a lot of the time every time I saw a fast racer behind me, I'm like, all right, either overtake me on the DRS or you overtake me in the corners because there's no way that you're not overtaking me at some point. So I'm just going to make it easier for both of you and me to avoid any damage.
Smart. I like it. Very smart.
Carrying the team now. I guess I have to call you the number 1 driver.
So
Yeah,
right, AlphaTauri for the win, boys.
Does that put Tico ahead in the points for the championship?
Yeah, he's he's like nearly double my points. He's on 41 and I'm on 29.
Oh,
so
Baz.
big climb has got to occur, but it's all about the fun at AlphaTauri, all about the fun and games. Not sure about the Williams folk. It seems
Yeah.
pretty serious down there, being in a Williams, but that is it.
Luke's
Thank
a
you,
ball
Tico.
hog.
Thank you,
Thank
Tico,
you.
for joining us. We'll move you back to your team room, and I'll talk to you shortly.
I reckon we should try and grab Fluxy and get some comments on his pretty good drive.
Roast him live, boys. Roast him live. Let's do this.
All right, let's drag him out. Let's see if he's mid-conversation.
Yeah, there you go.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hey, mate.
Eh.
Congratulations on the podium.
Oh, thanks.
Managed to keep it out of the wall for one race out of the season.
Yeah.
It was
Happy
only
enough,
one
Luke, I
race. It's only one race. It was still qualifying, which I'm taking full credit for, Fluxy. Commentator's curse when you binned it.
Well, actually, I was coming up to the right-hander and my screen froze mid-corner. I put a clip in the general chat there, and my screen just completely froze, and then it unfroze, and I just had no control of the car at that stage, so I just binned it into the wall.
Wait, really? When was that?
Yeah.
Sorry?
On the fast right-hander coming up the hill.
What lap, though?
Oh no, that was on that was my quali lap.
Oh, okay. That's why you... Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. I was like 6:30 up or something, and then my screen froze and in the wall I went.
Rough, dude. That's really rough. I mean,
Yeah.
you managed to make it work, though. Like, excellent race by you. So you started 18th, right? All the way up into P3. I just want to get your thoughts. How torn were you with that last safety car between staying out and going in for the pit?
Well, I thought about staying out for the track position on Buster and Grovesy, but I knew Grovesy had that 3 seconds, so I kind of was an easy decision for me to get the fresher softs just to be safe rather than sorry. So I just went for the position and tried to contain P4, but then Lemon obviously hit the rear end of Buster in the last lap there, and so end up getting through.
Yeah, nice, mate. Real good. Good to see it.
Yeah,
Good to see you not.
definitely hard.
Good to see you not get a penalty point, and good to see you actually finish at Spain. So
yeah.
I think
yeah.
everyone got
I
a
was on 2 warnings since lap like 7, I think, or 6. So I was really playing it safe from that moment on.
Yeah,
I think everyone got that they want out of you, Fluxy. They got to see you bin it.
Yeah.
Someone saw you got a penalty. I don't know who that was. Someone also saw you claim a race without getting a penalty. Eckham had the best call of the day with that comment. So
Oh,
you've done it right
Eckham.
for yourself, mate. Yeah, Eckham's on your train.
Yeah, that's my biggest fanboy. So shout out to my boy Eckham.
Not Mercy F1.
Nah, Eckham's my biggest fanboy.
He's an OG. He's an OG.
He's an
fanboy.
OG. Yeah.
He's an OG
From
fanboy.
Accelerate days and Full Send days.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, thank you for joining us, Flixie. And
Thank
we'll
you.
see you at Suzuka. This time I will not be holding up the car for you, the car in front. So,
Oh, yeah. You can't hold up Kyra for me this time, so.
no,
Yeah.
he can just run into the back of me, and that's on him. But
Also,
yeah.
also shout out to Tazza though. Tazza, great race by him. Like, coming up and doing this and winning Div 2, like great race by him. Huge shout out.
Yeah, so is he taking your seat or my seat?
Well, I said I'd go down, so it is what it is.
We'll gladly have him in Williams. AlphaTauri can have Fluxy back.
Yeah, I'll go back down.
Yeah, fair enough.
Alright, have a good night, fellas. Actually,
See you, Fluxy.
Cheers, Flukes.
yeah.
All right, I think we might call it there, guys. So that'll be it for Prodigy Division, round 6 at Spain. Please join us again tomorrow night for our Elite Division, again at Spain. And we'll hopefully see some really, really good racing from those guys, as we already have seen so far in our other 3 divisions. That start time is 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Bass,
Cool.
Manatin, anything extra to say before we kick off?
I heard that there's rumors that Big Impulse will be racing tomorrow, so and Fever as well. So
Ooh.
that was last week's winner, and Fever is our
Okay.
near esport driver basically. So head to head at Spain. You don't want to miss that action. Get in. Be sure to be watching the stream tomorrow.
I think Potsy's even potentially shown interest, which would be interesting to have him back too, because I don't think he's actually raced this season yet.
No, so we're getting the band back together. The Potsy T-Mac partnership. I think Potsy's got to serve a quality band though.
He
so
does, yeah.
He's starting from the rear, but it's gonna be a bit of fun.
He
Be sure
might
to
not
tune
show
it out.
up because of that.
Maybe, but I think he's pretty committed, so it should be fun. But yeah, who's your pick for tomorrow, Tin?
Mate, I have footy training on Thursday, so I don't get to see a lot of this, but you know what? I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to pick the mighty CJM. I'm going to back my teammate in. Or I could even go a dark horse and say Bass for filling in. So,
Oh.
I'm going for all the points here, boys.
Jacko's goated, mate. Jacko's for sure.
We can keep talking about all of our teams and all of our drivers, and we can show bias. But unfortunately, we have to love and leave you all. We'll catch you tomorrow, and thank you for checking out ARL, Aussie Racing League. Have a good night, guys.